Traders, bonjour, hola, hello, how are we? Hope you're doing well, guys. Hope you're having a good trading day thus far. Welcome to the live stream. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, just in case you weren't sure, but it's got my name on here and our YouTube name, so you probably are clear on that. Hope you're well. I'm going to start with a little confession, guys. I have been eating Oreo cookies like a madman, right? I have not stopped. Honestly, I think I've had about 14. They're only small, you know, in my defense. But yeah, I've just gone mental on Oreo cookies. Now I've got that out of the way, I feel better. I had to confess. But anyway, guys, how are we? We have got a plan. Believe it or not, these may seem like we don't have a plan. But let's be honest, we don't have a plan with these live streams. We just sort of, you know, just react to your questions. However, we are going to do the following. I'm going to show you a trade that I got into earlier. It was a losing trade and just didn't give us enough time to react. So we'll look at that. And I'll also show you a couple other things that are setting up that I like as well. We're also going to take a quick look at the reaction of the pound interest rate decision, because that's quite interesting. And we are going to take as many of your questions as humanly possible, right? And the editor is back with us today. So HR tore up his P45. They're not going to hand it to him anymore. The editor is back. So there you go, guys. Let's, you know, when the editor's back, because he does ill-timed news bulletin things and laughter sound effects. Anyway, right, let's see who's in the house. McFlave, part of Public Enemy. Jagmeet, how are you? Colin, let's go. Godwin, hi Tom and everyone, pound US dollar. Okay, we'll take a look, Godwin. What else? Rich Paul, what's up, guys? Aya, where the devil have you been? Hope you're well. Wassa, this is very good advice. Wassa says, hello, Tom, and hello, everyone. Do not eat processed food, Tom. It's a poison. I do feel slightly poisoned. I've had an alarming amount of Oreo cookies. Greg, how are you, mate? Hello. Let's start with the pound, right? Because let's try and make sense of what this means. So we have obviously had the interest rate decision and all of this come out, right? I've even read the Bank of England inflation letter. No, I haven't really. I'm being silly. But, right, the pound has seen strength. So why is that, right? Because the interest rate decision was as expected, right? I wanted this to go down. I have a variable rate mortgage, so I want this to go down, but it didn't. It stayed the same, right? But these figures are interesting, right? So what is this saying? So they forecasted that 2 members of the Bank of England, right, were going to vote for another cut, right, next month, okay? But only one of them wanted to cut the interest rate further. So that suggests there's less chance of the interest rate dropping further, like lower than 5%. And therefore, the pound got strength, right? Because, you know, generally speaking, as an interest rate decreases, so does the value of the currency. But an extra person said, no, let's not reduce, let's not cut it, and therefore the pound saw some strength. I hope that wasn't as clear as mud, and that made sense. So yeah, there you go, guys. Because if you look at any pound, apart from pound US dollar, but if you look at any pound pair, guys, right, look on the H1, you know, look at that, right? Super duper strength. Okay, I mean, if you just look at any of these pound pairs, lots of strength, not so much. Lots of strength, right? So that's why we're seeing some pound strength in the market. We even do fundamentals on this live stream. You know, we do it all. Right. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I had a losing trade on Euro US dollar earlier on. I've never had a trade go against me so quickly in all my life, I don't think, right? So The daily time frame was telling me I could sell this. And then on the H4, right, we had a breakdown in structure, right? We had, well, stop making highs and we had lower lows. We were below the moving average 20. Daily said I could sell it. This is my strategy, right? I'm happy to sell this. So I got a bit of a retrace, started selling in here. I put my stop above these highs, right? In hindsight, this may be incorrect. You know, arguably your stop should still go above here. That is the swing high, right? And we shall see now how this plays out, right? Because it is coming back down as we speak. So, you know, perhaps incorrect stop loss placement, right? To be quite honest. But we'll see what happens, right? So that was Euro US dollar. I am also seeing, and these, what I'm going to show you now, guys, are probably trades for perhaps tomorrow, even Monday, right? But I'm really liking Swiss franc yen, the position we're in right now. So if we look at Swiss franc yen, this is the weekly chart, right? And we had this break here. We're clearly in a downtrend, right? And we broke this support level, right? And then if we go to the daily, we have just retraced to a really nice area of value, right? If you're not sure what an area of value is, think of it like this. The closer you get to the moving average 20, right, the more value you're getting. Okay. And, you know, you can use the moving average 20 as a visual representation of value, right? The more it retraces towards the moving average 20, the more value we're getting, and we've got loads of room to move into, right? So this is the day chart. Excuse me. And we're getting a bit of a bearish reaction so far. Obviously, I'll wait for this daily candle to finish. And there's this nice H4 level, right? So we can clearly see that H4 was in this uptrend, right? And this is where we're at. So all I'm looking to do, guys, you can see this level through here, perhaps tomorrow, maybe even Monday, price breaks through here. You can see my alarm is in here. As soon as that happens, I will be selling Swiss franc yen back down to this 165.50. So this is shaping up, Swiss franc yen for sells. And what was the other one? Yeah, Euro Canadian dollar. I still like this, but we may soon have a break of this level. That's all I'm waiting for, guys, right? Again, the day chart has told me, well, more the weekly chart has told me I can sell Euro Canadian dollar. And again, guys, right, it's just rinse and repeat, okay? I'm seeing a H4 uptrend, okay? But price is just ranging. Yeah, you can clearly see that. If we get a nice big bearish H4 candle, right, this one could be the one, we don't know, that breaks these lows, right? My alarm is in there, ready to go. I'm like a coiled cobra when it comes to my alarm, yeah? I'm over there picking my nose, and then when my alarm goes off, I leap into action like a coiled cobra. Don't know where my analogies are going. Anyway, yeah, when we break these lows, I'm all over this, right? I'm going to try and sell it back down to here. All right, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. But let's find out what you want to look at. Who cares what I'm looking at? I'm only joking. Hopefully you do. But let's find out what you're looking at, guys. CJ, how are you? All right, mate, come and join the fun of losing. CJ, I've seen a few of your trades and the bad luck you've had and not getting filled with your entries. Yeah, that has been some tough trading there. But it will happen, CJ, right? So don't worry. And CJ, I know you always want to know what I had for lunch. So I had a broccoli pasta pesto, followed by numerous chocolate Oreo cookies. I'm not proud of myself. Anyway, let's have a look at pound US dollar for Godwin. So you know, with all these pairs, right? I mean, pound US dollar out of all of them, Godwin, has been hit with two interest rates, right? We had the Fed interest rate last night, and we've just had the pound interest rate decision. Okay. So, you know, not going to be an easy pair to trade straight off the bat. But, yeah, okay. So let's start with the weekly, right? Now, we are at, well, we're clearly in a weekly uptrend, right? What is happening to my mouse? But it really depends if this level holds, because on some of the US dollar pairs, the weekly high is holding, and it may well hold here as well, right? On pound US dollar. So really for me, it's all about this weekly level. Okay, if we get a candle, like if pound US dollar finished like that on the weekly chart, we're looking for buys. If it closes back inside, we're looking for sells, right? So why is that? Because if you look at the day chart, we, like Euro US dollar, we are still in a downtrend on the day chart, right? I know you're probably thinking, Tom, what have you been smoking? And the answer is nothing, right? Because if we look right now with, I mean, let's ignore this candle. With yesterday's candle, we had a bearish reaction at these highs in a downtrend. We were getting lower lows, right? So, you know, it looks like possible sells. And you can see I've got an alarm in here, because if we look at the H4, that's where there's clearly a level through here, right? I'm just waiting for that level to break, right? I want to be with H4 structure. Now, it will be interesting to see what happens up here. You know, will it close back in again, right? And if it does, right, if today's candle closes back in and we end up getting a bit of a, I don't know, a bit like a bit of a doji candle, something like that, I still think this is a selling opportunity, right? But today's candle will tell us more. And we've still got, right, if we look today, yeah, we've still got some important data in just over 20 minutes, guys, right? We've got initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, Philly Fed manufacturing, existing home sales. Sorry, that's later. But, you know, we've still got important US data. So pound US dollar has been so heavily blitzed with news. I would just wait for the dust to settle with all of that news and see what, you know, see what you're dealing with after that. See if you have a setup or not. So yeah, there's my couple of pence on pound US dollar, Godwin. Guys, at this point, if you enjoy my analysis, enjoy the live streams, enjoy my daily vids, then please come join the channel, guys. Smash the subscribe button, smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button. Merci beaucoup. And also, guys, if you haven't already, come join our trading community, right? You can talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas, have a chit chat. So come join our free Discord channel. Also, guys, if you want more than that and you want access to my trade signals, you want access to my strategies, tutorials, access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. And right now we have a promotion where you can get free VIP access if you sign up with Pepperstone. Right, so you can see the broker above my head, Pepperstone, world-class brokerage that's compatible with TradingView. And if you sign up, open one of their accounts, you can get free VIP access. No brainer. Yeah, check it out. Go do it. Right. Shreyas, what are your thoughts on Euro New Zealand dollar shorts? And CJ, Oreos are bloody brilliant. Yes, they are. They're Norish. They're worse than, I don't know, I was going to say something there. But anyway, McFlave asks, have you tried new Oreo flavored Coke? McFlave, that sounds like something that shouldn't be invented. Oreo flavored Coke. I feel like my teeth are falling out just thinking about it. Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed. Coke should be banned. But if you're listening, Coke, yeah, come sponsor us. Right, Shri S, Euro New Zealand dollar. What are we looking at? Shorts. Oh, okay, Shri S. So for me, right, this trade didn't materialize, right? So I'm going to go back in time. Okay, I'm going to lose today's candle. Now, just looking at the daily chart, this is not a sell for me, right? Because, right, we're in a downtrend. And you can just see price has just been stuck in here, right? Okay, now I would want to see a break of that low or a break of this high to consider trading Euro New Zealand dollar in either direction, okay? Now, if we zoom in, you can see yesterday's candle never broke that low. Yeah, the wick closed back into this last low. So that is not a break of structure. If we had a candle that looked like this, right? First of all, call your broker because candles shouldn't look like that. But if we got a nice big red candle that looked like that instead of this one, and it broke these lows, then yes, I'm all over that, right? I want to sell it, you know, potentially all the way down to here. But that didn't happen. And in fact, this level held. This is looking like, you know, a new higher low for buys, if anything. Now, if you look on the H4, right, without even looking at the H4, you've had a H4 break in here. I bet you have, right? Let's have a look at H4. Yeah, there you go. On the H4, right, we broke this level. Yeah, we was in this sort of sideways price action, then bang, right? So your H4 broke that level, but daily didn't, right? So if we go back to real time now and just see how the candles played out. Okay, you know, now we're at another interesting level. We will see what price does here, okay? So, yeah, today wasn't a sell, although the sell has played out very nicely, right? Yeah, and this would be my target, this next support level. If it then breaks through this level, then I'd look to sell it again, right? Take it back up to here, take price back down to here. All right, so yeah, it's an interesting one, Euro New Zealand dollar. If the daily candle, again, I would like to see a break of that low. So again, if we get a nice big red candle, looks something like this, I will be selling Euro New Zealand dollar. It's just for today, because of this wick, it's not a trade for me today. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Something may appear for tomorrow's with that one. Right. What else are we looking at? Okay, so Jagme also wanted to look at Euro New Zealand dollar. So Jagme, I hope that helps you as well. Yeah, you're just hitting support right now on the H4. Right, there's clearly a support level, and I bet this is a nice fib level, right? If we went from here all the way up to these highs, right, we're at a really nice fib level here. Okay, in between the 0.5 and 0.618. So yeah, I need to see, for me to start selling Euro New Zealand dollar, I need one of two things to happen, right? I need a retrace, so there's room to move into, or I need a break and a retrace, and then we start selling, right? Either scenario, there is value. But right now, selling into that, there's no value. Yeah, you're selling into support. So yeah, there you go. Right, what else are we looking at, guys? Don't be shy. Come and ask as many questions as you like. So we've answered all of them. Okay. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar. Yeah. It'll be one of them trades that will be a little frustrating. You know, I got stopped out in here. I got stopped out at 1161, right? Or hedged, whatever you use, right? So it'll be interesting to see what price does from here. For me, it's still a sell, Euro US dollar, right? Like the pound US dollar. Take this candle away, today's candle, right? It's still in a downtrend. Okay, and these highs are holding. Lower lows, these highs haven't been broken. It's looking like a sell trade. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, and also it depends on how this candle ends up looking as well, right? If this is super bullish, right, if I get a candle and it finishes green and like that, yeah, I don't want to sell it, right? Obviously, it's too bullish. So there you go, guys. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Anyone else, guys? Any more questions? Please don't be shy. Please ask as many questions as you like. I will endeavor to answer all of them. What else was I going to show you today, guys? Yeah, that's about it. I tell you what, just on a total side point, has anyone been watching Rings of Power? I bloody love Lord of the Rings or anything associated with that. It's such good TV. So Rings of Power, anyone been watching that? Let me know. It is marvelous. Right, guys, I'm just not seeing any more questions, guys. I don't know if the live chat has stopped working or you're just not asking any questions, but I cannot see any live chat coming through. Editor, are you seeing the same? It's like it's stopped working. Technical issues. There you go. What else? Yeah, the NAS actually. The NAS is interesting right now. So again, before today's candle, guys, I'm really interested in the NASDAQ here. Okay, it is working. All right, thank you, guys. So the NASDAQ for me is at a really interesting level right now. Okay, now we spoke about this before, but the NASDAQ is in this descending triangle. It's you know, it's hitting this trend line, right? And then we've got this support level through here. Now, for me, this is a real critical area for the NASDAQ. And you also have to bear in mind, right, if the NASDAQ starts doing this, you are going to see weakness in Swiss franc, right, and Japanese yen, and potentially gold, right? Although the US dollar is quite weak as well today. But if you start seeing this, you are going to see weakness in these pairs and commodities, right? Whereas if price starts doing this, you are going to see strength with these flight to safety pairs. Okay, so bearing that in mind, right, look at today's candle so far. That is pretty bullish, right? If this candle finishes like this, then, you know, I think this is a good buying opportunity on the NASDAQ, right? Potentially back up to these highs in here. Okay. Now, this coincides nicely. You remember I had a good Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade. Yeah, you can see that so far that is meaning weakness in the yen, right? Because the economy, the indices are going up, the economy is in a good spot, and the yen, the flight to safety-ness of the yen is not required, right? So yen is weak. And we're seeing this with all yen pairs. Like you look at any yen pair, CAD yen, right? Bullish candles, euro yen, bullish, okay? But with all these yen pairs, they're at really interesting levels right now. Now, I bought Aussie dollar yen, right? But it is at a daily support level, right? It'll be interesting to see what happens here, right? You look at euro yen. Again, right, there's these lows in here, but also the moving average 20. It'll be interesting to see what price does here, right? Let's look at another one. Let's look at pound yen. Okay. Again, this is in a downtrend. It'll be interesting to see how this candle finishes because it's also at the moving average 20. Okay, so what happens with these yen pairs and what happens on the NASDAQ, which is looking pretty bullish, are very, highly correlated. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see how these daily candles play out, guys. McFlave, right, less than 4 minutes for the news. McFlave, thank you for reminding me. And guys, any questions, please? Are there any pairs you're looking at? If you've got any questions about, strategy or trading plans or money and risk management or psychology or support and resistance, trend, candlesticks, there's so much to talk about in trading, guys. So don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like, because obviously, guys, you're here to learn, right? That's the reason we started the channel. So, please ask as many questions as you like. And I still cannot get over Oreo flavored Coke. But Flav, I'm going to have nightmares about that. Right, so what do you want to talk about, guys? We've got 3 minutes until the news. Yeah, so this will have an impact, obviously, on all US dollar pairs. Let's refresh this so we can actually see the right time. Right, we've got a couple of minutes left. What do you want to talk about for 2 minutes, guys? We're going to play Guess the News game, by the way. I know this is highly excited and highly anticipated and probably the best game online right now. But we're going to play Guess the News game. So let's take a look at a US dollar pair and let's go to the H1, right? And we are going to determine by the reaction of US dollar pairs if the news was better than expected, worse than expected, or as expected. I know. It doesn't get much more exciting than that. Okay, Oreo flavored Coke is as bad as it sounds, but I like it. McFlave, you have got some outrageous taste buds. Oreo cookies, don't get me wrong, right? The amount I had today was bordering on a problem, but Oreo flavored Coke. I just don't like Coke. Just an unnecessary amount of sugar, right? I'm always on water or coffee or beer. Beer's better for you than Coke. Right, speaking of which, let me have a slurp of my coffee while we wait for the news. Anyone got a good joke while we wait? Coffee and water. Anyone got a good joke before the news comes out? Don't be shy. Anyone? Editor, have you got a good joke? Editor's full of them. Thank you, editor, for the sound effects. I'm not sure what the sound effects are for, but thank you, editor. Why do maths books always look sad? I don't know, Jagmeet. Why do maths books always look sad? I hope you're going to tell us the punchline, Jagmeet. Otherwise, I will not sleep tonight. Jagmeet, the suspense of this joke is worse than the news. It's got a lot of problems. I shouldn't laugh. Thank you, editor. Jagmeet, thank you for sharing your joke. I'd done maths A level and I did solve a lot of problems. Right, so we're seeing US dollar strength, right? This is what we're seeing so far. This is making me feel slightly aggrieved about the stop loss placement on this Euro US dollar trade, I must say. But let's see if it's the same across all pairs. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing US dollar strength there. US dollar CAD, we just got an alarm. Okay, because I am interested in shorting US dollar CAD, but just look at that price action. You know, answers on a postcard on how to trade that. Let's have a look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Right, so with my Sherlock Holmes detective-like brain, yeah, I'm going to amaze the viewers by predicting the news. And I'm going to say the US news was better than expected. Let's take a look. Ta-da! There you go, guys. Right, continuing jobless claims, better than expected. Current account wasn't. Initial jobless claims, better than expected. Philly Fed manufacturing, better than expected. What the hell has happened to exit? Oh, that's later on. So yeah, the majority of news was better than expected, guys. Hence, we're seeing this US dollar strength. One thing to point out here is how much better that figure is. Right? It's gone from -7 to -0.8 to +1.7. Right? So that is very good news for the US dollar. Right? Yeah, so the US dollar's coming flying down. So yeah, there you go, guys. US dollar strength in the market. Let's have a look at pound US dollar and how that's reacted. Because pound US dollar has had so much news hitting it. You know, and you just got a bit of a muted reaction here from everything. It's like pound US dollar's like it's been beat up by Mike Tyson with all the news. It's like doesn't know what to do. Okay. Right, guys. Any other questions? Anything else you would like to share with us? Anything that you would like to share from the Fed last night? Because if not, guys, we will finish this live stream a little early today, right? Because I've showed you everything that I'm looking at, right? And then we go through your questions. Let's have a quick look at Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Right, that's already hit target. So Aussie dollar, Swiss franc was one of those trades, guys, right? Where you wake up and price is here, right? And I'm like, you know, I need a retrace. And then we can start taking it back up here. But the retrace never happens. And we just get this, right? But that's it. Let's have a look at EuroCAD. Right, this is teetering on a potential trade. Yeah, I mean, we've got 27 minutes left until the H4 candle has finished. And what I really want to see is this H4 candle literally just do this. Right, with this wick, and then I will start selling. Yeah, stops should go above here, really. Okay, and then this will be your target. But look how stubborn this level's being, right? And if we look at the H1 right now, yeah, we're getting another ping off this level, right? So we'll see how that plays out as well. Right, what else have we got? Okay, so McFlave is waiting for gold to point downwards. Okay, let's have a look at gold. So let's start with the weekly. Okay, well, the weekly we just want to buy, right? But there's no value up here. I want to retrace. Okay, but it's clearly in an uptrend, clearly bullish candle, right? It's a buy all day. If we drop down to the day chart, you know, this candle before today's candle happened, right? If you just read candles, okay, and you looked at that candle, even if you've only been trading for about 30 seconds, this candle would suggest that we've got a bit of a further retrace on our hands, which is exactly what I want, right? I want price to retrace into here, and then I will start buying gold, right? But if we go back to today's candle, I mean, look at that. It's just literally just bullish all day. All right, so it'll be interesting to see how this candle finishes. because as we've just seen, we had some better than expected US dollar news, you know, and we're seeing some US dollar strength come in. So yeah, need more of a retrace on gold. Guys, yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please don't forget to smash that notification button. And if everyone could please smash the like button as well. And if you want free, okay, this is good. This could be a potential trade setting up. And also, guys, if you want access to our VIP Trading Academy, right, you can get free access right now if you sign up with our preferred broker, Pepperstone, above my head. They're compatible with TradingView. They've got super tight spreads, great customer service. They're a great broker, right? We've got loads of traders that use them. If you sign up with them, we will give you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. All right, guys. So yes, if there's okay, Michael's. I'm Tom. I'm late. Dose or doing the goats. So what does doing the goats mean, Michael? Does that mean like herding them away on the farm, putting them in their pen, or have you been? Do you shave goats? Yeah. Do you milk goats? Goat's milk's good for you, right? Or shave them. They can goats be used for? Can you get like a goat skin jacket? I know obviously lambs, you know, and sheep, sorry, you can get wool, right? Can you do anything with goats' hair? Deworming them. Okay, Michael, sounds very glamorous, a bit of deworming. Yeah, it must be fun on the farm. I always think that. There'd be so many, you know, your day must be varied and so many things to do. Right, guys, if there's no more questions, right, we're going to call it a day there, guys. We'll finish a little bit early. But yeah, please smash the like button, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. All right, see you later.